Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Viper 6610 Innovative 10mm Pistol mod, which is being made by user Scale, and what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is a beautiful new pistol for you to enjoy, and that of course is the innovative 10mm, and it is a pretty awesome little gun that I really do love the design of, far more than the standard 10mm pistol in the game. So let's have a look at what we actually do get with this thing. So let's head into the inventory and have a look at the standard innovative 10mm pistol. And as you can see here, this is a beautifully modeled and textured weapon with a pretty impressive amount of detail here. If we actually zoom in, you've got all the lettering and all here, the Viper 6610, a beautiful little seal. Just all in all, this thing is a very, very well made gun. Now, as for the modifications on it, as you can see, we have a pretty decent list of things here. Not a huge amount of modifications, well, except for in the sights category. My god, there's a load of different sights. You'll see that in a moment. But yeah, overall though, a pretty standard set of modifications other than the sights for you to make pretty typical pistols. And as for the stats on this thing, the base damage is going to be 22 here with 10mm ammo, firing rate of 57, range of 119, accuracy of 63, and a weight of 4.2. Now, you can of course mess around with it to create things like fully automatic versions of it, including cool paint jobs that kind of makes it look like the old light guns you used to get with the Nintendo. I like it. I like it a lot. Or go for a more powerful quote-unquote sniper pistol, which sadly the most powerful I was able to get this thing is 38 without additional perks, which hey, for a pistol isn't too bad, but definitely not exactly an endgame weapon here, but overall though still a pretty good little sidearm. And so let's go and have a look at the different modifications we do have, and of course head up into here and start with receivers, where we have the pretty standard fare of standard light frame, heavy frame, calibrated, etc., on up to our hardened advanced receiver and powerful automatic. So you do of course have a variety of things here, just, the pretty typical receivers. Next in barrels, we have the standard barrel, a heavy barrel, long, and of course a long heavy barrel. Perfect for if you're going with that automatic one, as it really does help with the recoil on that thing. Now next in the grips, we have the basic grip, a standard grip, and a sharpshooter's grip. Next in magazines, the pretty typical standard, large, quick eject, and large quick eject. Then in sights, oh my, this is where the mod creator went all out. We have a standard sight, multiple different glow sights depending on which coloration you want to go with, advanced reflex in different colors, another kind of reflex in different colors, advanced reflex sights in even more colors, and it just keeps going. It keeps going and going, from hexagon reflex sights to circle reflex sights, and just all different styles and colors. It's pretty good. So you have a lot of customization in here. Now, considering you do have the ability to make sort of a sniping pistol, I wish there was something like a short scope in here, rather than all just reflex. But hey, if you're a fan of reflex sights, this is your gun. And then in the muzzle category, we either have nothing, a compensator, a muzzle brake, advanced suppressor, and a standard suppressor. And finally, and I think one of the more interesting areas, other than of course the giant list of sights, is the paint jobs, where we have either the Brotherhood of Steel paint, Institute paint, Minuteman paint, which just adds some beautiful detailing to the gun, a police paint job, railroad, the standard paint scheme, and a Viper armory paint scheme, which is more or less the same, just it's kind of a blue rather than, more of a wood color grain here. And all in all, though, very cool having all these different paint jobs. I really do like that, have that option. There's how I meant to say that. So how do you get your hands on one of these guns? I forgot to mention that earlier when we're looking at the Pip-Boy. Well, it's actually pretty easy. They are scattered all throughout the Commonwealth as a pretty common handgun that you can find on a whole load of different enemies and, of course, buy in vendors. And there is also a legendary version at the Olivia satellite station, so, you know, not too far, frankly, to get to it. And apparently there's even a holotape that goes with it, talking about the story of that gun, which is kind of interesting. I don't want to spoil what it is or what the gun is, because it's actually kind of cool. So do go find that thing, check it out, as it's a pretty awesome little gun. Now let's take a look at the standard weapon here and how it shoots. So there we go, pretty standard weapon. I mean, it is using, of course, the in-game gun sounds, has a pretty quick firing rate, more or less as fast as you can click the mouse button, you will shoot around. Good animation on it, nothing too complicated there. I do like that it's sort of an internal slide system for the gun, kind of cool, very unique. Well, not so unique. We've actually seen a few of those now that I think about it, but, you know, all in all, a pretty good gun with quite usable iron sights. I actually really do like the iron sights on this thing. They're very visible. It always bothers me when some mods have such tiny little iron sights that it's hard to tell. But, yeah, so let's take a look at the automatic version, which, again, reminds me of the old Nintendo light guns, but is a lot quicker firing. There we go! And now I've got the heavy barrel on this thing and a compensator, and even with that, it's got quite a lot of kickback, but controllable enough. And as you can see here, we have one of the reflex scopes on there. One of the many reflex scopes to choose from. And this thing just chews through ammunition, but it is pretty nice. Now let's take a look at the last version I made here, the sort of sniper version, which is, again, the most powerful I was able to get it with a hexagonal reticule on this particular reflex sight. And again, pretty typical in-game suppressed sound, but still very good. And a little bit quicker firing than the standard one. Basically, this one definitely does fire as quick as I can click. So let's go and have a look at how these things work against a target with our usual test subjects of Will and Randy. And of course, we'll start with Will. With the sniper one, again, this is kind of why I wish there was at least a short scope in here, but we should be able to do it. Bye, Will! Oh, that didn't do a whole lot of damage to him, but hey, we can keep getting shot after shot on him, and for some reason, he's not running. There he goes! Finally he ran. Can I get a VATS on him? 5%. Well, he'll be back in a bit, and I'll take him down with the... Oh, Will went after Randy! How dare you! Randy was mine! Oh, well, come on, at least I can finish him off. Maybe, if... Oh, wait. Now remember, Will and Randy have had a level up since this mod was downloaded to name them, and wow, he kind of flew up in the air there. So yeah, it did take quite a few shots even with this, but he is also a bit tougher than he used to be. Now let's actually go to the automatic one and see if we can hunt down Randy. Where in the heck did he go? How dare Will let him run off? Ah, there he is. He's over at the gas station. Hi, Randy! And bye, Randy! Oh yeah, the fully automatic one a lot better. But yes, that is the Viper 6610 innovative 10mm pistol mod. A pretty cool little thing. I gotta say, the automatic version is my favorite. You can just chew through rounds so quickly that even with the low damage, you could really do a number on your foes. So if you'd like to have a look at this mod for yourself, which I would definitely recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that is going to be it for today. Hope you have enjoyed, and of course that you do come back for the next episode when hopefully we'll be looking at yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one!